Hello guys, you're welcome back once more. In this particular video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew your band with a back slant, okay? The back slant that is supposed to be on the skirt or trouser will actually be on the band. And I'm going to show you exactly how to attach it. So please stick with me to the end. Let's dive into the video proper. So guys, into the video proper, lest I forget, please don't forget to check the description box below. You will see other links on how I drafted this particular skirt and every other sewing of this skirt. So what you can see me do right now is I'm trying to get my dart. First of all, before I move to the band, it is essential to get that. In case of you have been finding it difficult to get your dart in a freehand method, this is what I'm doing. I'm just taking 3.5 inch away from the zip line. Okay, so I added 2 inch for my zip, which I've already marked. So from that 3.5 point, I'm moving in by 1 inch. Okay, so now I'm extending it to get my dart, exactly my dart leg, which is 6 inch. So I'm doing the same 3.5 method, and now I'm marking it like this. So from that 3.5, I'll move in 1 inch again. Okay, so now from inside the 1 inch I have, I'm just going to go ahead and get my half inch in between. So that automatically becomes like my dart leg point. So now I'm getting my dart, connecting it from that point to match. So this is basically how I go about getting that on freehand, okay, without any other pattern. So guys, this is it. I've done the getting of the dart. So the next thing I'm doing is notching it so that I'll be able to transfer it to the back side. So this part is also essential. I decided to include it in this video because I discovered some of us are still finding it difficult. Those of us that are beginners, we usually don't know how to go about this. Please take note when I say those of us, I'm referring to beginners. Like, okay, I'm not really a beginner here, but I like to make everybody feel carried along. Okay, so just pay attention to what I'm doing. I hope you saw what I did there. So with that particular point, I'm going to connect it to meet again, and from there I have a perfect dart. So all I have to do is just pick it and sew it. So I believe that part is well explained video. And in case you have been finding it difficult to join your lining, I also have video on how to go about the lining part. So that is why you need to check it and check out my other videos too. So guys, into our main business proper. If you notice the back side, there is no slant, there is no height. As in, the back is no higher than the front. Those special height that they added, that is because I'm going to be adding it on the band, and that is the essence of this particular video. So I'm taking the circumference of my skirt, that is the round part, and what I have for it is 32.5, and I'm going to be making it 34. So I like adding extra whenever I'm making bands. In case of incasity, it's best like that. So this is it. I've cut it out at 34, and then the length, the height, the width of this, okay, that is the wideness. The wideness of it is 7 inch. That is 3.5. When you divide it by 2 is 3.5, and then the length for it is 34 inch. I hope I'm well understood here. I hope you understand me very well, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it by 2 like this, as you see me do already. And from this particular point, I'm measuring it again for you to see clearly. That is 7 inch. That is what I have here because I'm interested in adding extra half inch slant to the back. In other words, I want the back to be a bit higher by half inch. So if you want yours to be a bit higher by 0.75 or 1 inch, then you can go ahead and do your mathematics and just calculate it based on how I did mine. So yours might end up needing to use 8 inch to draft yours to get that. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting the half part of my back. That is my back waist divided by 2. So I have 8.5 here. Please take note, the zip is also included in this measurement. So Just make sure it's exactly the way you see me do. So the next thing I did was to fold my fabric by unfold, and then I took my 8.5 and then I came down by half inch, and then I used my ruler to connect it exactly the way you see me do it, and I'm going to be trimming that part out. Okay, so that is exactly what you do. So you trim it out perfectly, make sure it's perfect. If you want just to have a 1 inch height on the back, it means that you might be using 8 inch to cut, and then you might end up coming down by 1 inch on the front side to trim out. So guys, there it is. You can see how lovely that is looking and nice. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is, after doing this now, I'm making sure to trim this out properly. I'm going to take it to my paper stay and I will iron it. If you have air stay or paper stay, you can iron to any one. So I'm going to iron it perfectly to come out very, very nice. Okay. So if you look at the middle part of this, you will notice that it is now 3 inch. That is the part that is going to the front, and the back side is 3.5. So in cases whereby you want yours to be 1 inch, that means you already know how it's going to be. So go ahead and iron it to your air stay or paper stay, and you are good to go. So guys, please ignore the noise in the background. I just can't stop talking. I just want to finish this. So after ironing, so the next thing I'm going to do after ironing, I'll just trim it out. I'm feeling a bit distracted because of the noise, but like I said, if I pause this video now, I might not be able to finish it up. So after I trim it out, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'll just go ahead and place it to the back side. Please, I want you to take note. This is the front and the back. This is the back of the skirt. So I'm placing the front of the band to the back of the skirt. That is because I want to be turning. I'm going to be top stitching my band on the front side. So while on the part where the arrow is pointing, you can decide to fold your band in by maybe half inch or 1 inch to have a more neater and a perfect finishing. You will notice that it is not front side facing front, or rather back side facing front. That is the front of the band is facing the back of the skirt. So the reason for it like this is because I want to be able to top stitch the skirt part on the front. Most times it comes out very, very nice like that. So on this part I've pinned, I'm going to sew all the way down. That is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be sewing by half inch. I'll just sew it in like that. Okay, so after I finish sewing it in, guys, what I'm doing here is I'm experimenting with the pin to show you what I'm going to be doing on the sewing machine. So the part that is left, that is the half inch here, I'm not going to go ahead and place it like this. Use it and cover the thread or cover the seam. So mind you, this will be happening on that, this will be done on the front side. So make sure that whatever you're stitching on top, your top stitching is very, very neat. You don't want a rough work. So when you look at the back, this is the back side. I have 2.5. So if you take it down, measure it down to the front, you will notice that on the front side I'll be having 2 inch. So that is just the little secret or trick I want to show you in this. Trust me, when you try this, you're going to like this. Okay, or maybe in the process of drafting you forgot to add your back slants, then you can go ahead and use this method. It's also very, very nice to help you get a very perfect fit, balanced band, straight band. Okay, so guys, if you know you are enjoying this video so far, or you have enjoyed it up to this level, you're still enjoying it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell for more updates so that you can be amongst those to get my updates, my first update. And please like and share. So guys, I'm through with that. I'm through with the joining. After I'm through with the joining, I'm sorry for that. After I'm through with that, I'll add my zip. So at the end of the day, I have my perfect work. So guys, look at how beautiful and neat this is looking. I believe you love the outcome of this. The only thing I'm going to do on the slit part is to use the hemming gum and just press this down with the iron, okay? So I believe you don't want me to show you that again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Yes, so just put it in there and then iron it down. So this is looking so lovely and so nice. I love the way it's looking. Please don't forget to check the description box and you're going to see other videos. You see exactly how I drafted this skirt, how I went about the joining up to this level. Okay, so can you see how lovely? If you look at the band, you notice that the back side is a bit higher than the front. So with this, you have a perfect band. All right, thank you.